All right, let's get you to LeBron James' comments. James with 21, 11, and 7 assists tonight and a huge steal and bucket
you
late.
told us after game one that sometimes it takes a game or half a game to kind of recognize what you're in a playoff series. When did you know tonight that the team was going to be having the requisite response?
We knew yesterday at practice. We had a tough practice yesterday, and we went at it yesterday, and one of the best practices we've had all year. We kind of knew coming out of that what type of disposition we had to play with. We watched film before practice. It wasn't good. Game one was not good at all. We're all competitors, and so that's what it took.
I want to go through all of our beats first, and then I'll get to everybody else. Okay,
The offensive organization was something that JJ talked about a lot, quite a bit actually, coming out of game one, even yesterday. How would you rate how you guys performed in that area tonight?
We could still be better offensively. I thought at times we were very sharp, but at times, we weren't. And I think, we could do a better job on the offensive end, but we're going to continue to get better, continue to watch the film, see ways we can, kind of break down the defense and continue to get good looks. I thought we had some great looks tonight. I know a lot of my shots in the fourth quarter were great looks that just didn't go. And if we can continue to, get great looks like that, I think we believe in our percentages. But we got to continue to work the habits. We got to continue to work the habits, and continue to shoot the ball with confidence.
LeBron, they only had 6 fast break points today after having 25 in game one. What was the biggest difference there in terms of transition?
Sprinting the hell back. Giving up fast break points, obviously sometimes it's nothing you could do about it. If a long rebound happens, you got 4 guys on the baseline, a long rebound happens, they're able to sprint out and get it. But, most of the time with fast break points, it's about energy and effort. And I thought our attention to detail and our attention to the effort, that side of the floor was very in tune with that. Like I said, game one, giving up 25 fast break points on our home floor was not an ingredient for winning.
Hey, Bron, on Mind the Game pod, you talked about how you live for this time of the year, calling it a drug. Obviously, you always talk about how important it is to stay even-keeled. You've taken teams to the finals 10 times, won 4 championships. After going down by as much as 27 points in game one, what was your message to the guys?
I think you just said it. Just staying even-keeled. It doesn't matter if you lose by 100 or you lose by 1. I mean, they both hurt. You can't sleep. So it's about how you stay even keel and then how you make the adjustments going into game 2, or game 3, whatever the case may be. So, I thought, we looked at what we didn't do so well, which was a lot of things in game 1. We took that to heart. We hold each other accountable. We make the adjustments, and we had a better outing tonight. And now we need to be even better on Friday. Going into Minnesota. So that's what the playoffs is all about. But you got to be able to stay even keel no matter what's going on.
Hey, LeBron. JJ said he hasn't done it a lot this season, maybe about 5 times or so, but Minnesota cut it to 11. He called that timeout, and he was very upset. He said he wanted you all to tap into your sense of urgency. How much was that needed in that moment, and what did you think of the response?
I thought we responded, well, just from the timeout. We know JJ is going to spaz out from time to time. That's JJ, and so it's. At this point for us is, obviously we need to listen to the message and not the way how he's delivering it, and for me, it's, my high school coach my freshman year was kind of the same way. He would spaz out on us, and, you have to be able to understand about it's not how he's saying it, it's about what he's saying, and I thought we responded after that.
JJ said he's only cursed a few times this season, so I don't know what to tell you. Talk about the love and how you get excited and up for every playoff after all this time. Is there a point with the body, though, where it's just sort of you got to tell yourself, okay, we're doing this again?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I've up there with them. I don't know if I'm 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, like in most minutes in playoff history and the amount of games and the amount of playoff series, and I know I'm number 1 in minutes. I think there are 2 in regular season minutes or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, I'm 40 years old. I'm in year 22. I've been in the postseason well over half of my career. You know, so I listen to the body, but it's about taking care of what I can take care of, controlling what I can control, and that's about getting sleep and, you know, getting, you know, the right food in me and, you know, and keeping my mind sharp. Obviously, the body will do what the body do, but, you know, as long as the mind is in tune, and I believe that, you know, you can take it even further. So I'm just trying to give my teammates what I got, offensively, but more importantly, defensively. Going down there, helping rebounding, crashing, being physical, also using my mind to be able to call out a lot of things that teams are doing, so we can be, you know, ahead of a lot of plays as well. So we're not surprised by a lot of things. So I'm just super happy, and you know, I don't take it for granted to just be able to play this game still. You know, like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do it. So just try to take advantage of every moment you get.
You've talked about how belief is so important when it comes to this kind of thing, and obviously you yourself can get that belief from many years of experience and proof that you can do it. How do you instill that belief in your teammates who have less experience than you do?
By going out there and showing it by example. I mean, it's easy to go out and just like talk about, hey, I've done this, well, this is what yeah, but you also have to go out and lead by example. Listen, and I'm one of the guys that if I'm gonna talk about it, I'm actually gonna do it as well. You know, I think that's a great way to be able to, you know, hold yourself accountable. You can't ask of your teammates or people to go into battle with you or do these things or whatever the case, make sacrifices, all those things if you're not gonna do it. You know, and I think I've always kind of had that mentality, like whatever I ask of my guys, whatever I ask of my teammates, they can ask of me, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable anyways.
LeBron, on that note, on leadership, in the fourth quarter, you had a steal in what was a 9-point game. How much was that athleticism, being in the right place versus, no, I need to make a play at this point?
Well, they had numbers. I don't remember what happened. You know, but I knew they had numbers, and I was crossing the floor, and I think Jaden McDaniels passed it to Ant at the time when he got it at half court. I think it was him, but I was coming across the floor, and I mean, obviously, finding most dangerous is Ant. So I was able to kind of sneak in through the rear view, through the right side, and you know, and was able to just kind of use my, I guess, athleticism and smarts or whatever the case may be, to kind of, you know, if I wasn't able to steal it, at least I could make him change directions, you know, and I was able to reach for the ball before he kind of, you know, seen me in the blind spot, and I was able to steal it and go coast to coast to, you know, it wasn't about the points. I think at that point it was about the momentum, you know, that type of steal, that type of, you know, play to be able to finish, you know, in that moment, because they could have cut it to 6 or 4-point play. They could cut it to, you know, to 5. So for us to push it back to a double-digit lead at that point with a little over 2 minutes, I think that was very key. Appreciate it, guys.
Xin chào cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vòng, và hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là chén bát. Mọi người, hôm nay vòng của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là cái chum. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu làm nhé. Cái dây thôi. Cái gì thì chị biết thế cùng đi xỏ tài vậy, xỏ về sưng nhức hết cả đầu. Ui, nó không tẹt nữa đâu lòng người. Nó bị sưng luôn rồi, nó không tẹt được nữa, nó bị bung luôn rồi. Gọi là cái xỏ tay lắm nhá. Bây giờ không xỏ tay ngày xưa đâu. Bây giờ nó ăn mặc còn trên ngủ à? Ồ, chả bữa nào không ăn sáng. Đi ăn sáng thì cả sáng luôn. Hôm qua chị để 54 chơi thôi chị. Ôi. Đừng ăn nha, đừng ăn để mẹ con cháu, con đã ăn xong cháu ăn xúc xích. Ăn xong nhưng ngày em đẻ được cái con Huyền, con của nợ này. Bà đi làm, bà ra đây làm cứ ngại này, ngáo.
Nói bảo là phải cắt giảm gì?
Ngại cơ. Bà đi làm quán nước thì anh nó bảo là nó đang đi xin việc làm quán nước, bà là thế ra đây làm tiền nó còn có khi còn khởi điểm nó còn cao hơn cả quán nước mày xin, nó còn đỡ vất, thế làm gì ngại, còn điên. Đậu chỗ kia không đi làm quán nước mà bưng lên với mọi người xong rồi ăn chỉ nổi mất là có khách phản hồi lên lại mắng cho. Bạn em làm bếp, bạn em làm trên Big Bang ở trên huyện, làm bếp 20.000 nóng. Hả?
Nghe đâu tay nghề trên này không?
Đây.
Đã đẹp.
Đây, không. Nóng gần cái chết. Nó than suốt nhưng mà kiểu đã đăng ký rồi á, đã đi làm là nó bắt làm 8 tháng. Làm 8 tháng cho nên là nó không nghỉ được. Nó bảo làm đêm vừa nóng vừa mỏi. Mùa đông vẫn mỏi ông cộng nấu lại còn. Big Bang thì nó đông nữa. Đứng nấu. Bạn ta ở trên huyện có Big Bang. Vâng. Ăn ngon phết. Đi công nhận Big Bang ăn ở Big Bang ngon. Chị như kia đi ra cái vị điện ở chỗ Thanh Ba. Tiếp đến màu trắng nha. Để chơi.